Coach K, I don't know what got into me this morning. I just been on it all morning, just sitting back. Before we get started with you, I want to go ahead and do this real quick because I've been doing this for everybody's show, so I think we ought to do it for yours too.
Okay.
Are you ready to go fit and live your healthiest life yet? Whether you're at home, in your office, or on the move, with Wanna Go Fit, your wellness goes wherever you go. Thanks to today's technology, we provide global fitness and nutrition services to clients of all ages, from kids to seniors. Need a personal trainer, online coaching, meal planning, or CPR certification through the Red Cross? We've got you covered. All you have to do is say yes and let Wanna Go Fit take care of the rest, because our mission is simple: save the world, 1 pound at a time. Visit wannagofit.com or call 210-910-7229 to get started.
Now, see, I've been airing that spot right there for a while.
Are you ready to go fit and live your healthiest life?
At least over the past 6 months. That's probably your first time hearing it, huh?
I think that's the first time I heard that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Brian.
So I try to keep everything going, and I'm due for an update with that one. But that one sounds so good. I don't know if I want to change it or not.
Sure. Look, do it again. Go ahead, leave it.
Well, you know, you here today. You also here on a special day today. You know what that is, don't you? Wednesday. And it is my birthday.
Birthday, Ron.
Yeah, so
hey, it's your birthday, buddy. It's your birthday.
That's why I say
party like it's your birthday.
I told somebody about you the other day. That girl got so much energy. If I had just 1% of her energy a day, I'd be all right. I did talk to a friend of yours.
Who's that?
Your new friend, Patricia Richardson.
Okay.
She's gonna be on your panel.
I haven't met her yet.
Yeah, and we met again at the MLK March. And she said, I can't wait to see you on the 30th. I said, where you going on the 31st? I'm coming out there to Wellness Fitness. I said, who invited you? Well, it's your fault. I said, thank you. I'll take blame for that. But
I'm very excited about it.
I am. You ought to be, because I've been pumping you up every morning when I'm talking. I just be pumping you up, talking about if y'all want to start off 2026 on the right foot, come on out to the Wellness Fair, because you will be surprised, the people, the panel, and the things that you will see. And I told them the most important 4-letter word, they said, what's that? It's free.
Free. That's right. I really am excited about this year. One, it's year 4, right? Still going. And then also, we definitely need to make sure that people have some resources at this current stage. Definitely, if it wasn't important before, I feel like it's very important now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just in your everyday situations, from one of my clients, she was having, and this is kind of part of why the Get Fit Wellness Fair is even, and how it came into fruition. And it was just because how you meet, and I'm guilty, I'm not going to say I'm not, but how you be like, man, oh man, that my arm been out of whack for a couple weeks now, or man, I've been having that pain here, so forth, man, for months now, or you know what I'm saying? And we let things go until maybe it's too late, too far gone. You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why I began this wellness series. It's because, let's not wait. Let's go ahead and do our best to age well, right? So, I mean, just saying, the more you know. So, I mean, some people say, I don't want to know. I don't want to know if it happened. Just, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's a lot of people like that as well. Like, ignorance is bliss, right? No, not necessarily. So excited about this fourth year because I definitely am trying to bring you more resources, more information. Like I said, my general health panel, I'm so excited about the fact that I have an allergist
Yes.
on it. I'm when I say I'm like, because this is something that I know it took me down this weekend. I did not feel good. My whole everything was running.
Hmm.
Everything. I couldn't even come out. You know, so yeah, I think that little things like that, just having the resource or the access to ask somebody, hey man, what about this? And not having to Google it, not having to WebMD it, just
Yeah.
ask. Show up and ask.
And
What? For free.
and that's
No
one.
consult.
Yeah, and that's what I like about you. Got the allergists out there. I got about 30 questions because when Cedar gets in here, my body. If I wake up in the morning, girl, I sound like Barry White.
Let me tell you. I mean, I have been taking my CMOS and like, yeah, I'm doing good. And the CMOS is good for mucus and so forth. So if I'll have some of that out there, come on out there. But I'm just saying. So it's good for, it's good for because it has all the minerals in it. So it's good, of course, for like your hair, your bones, and so forth. But it's really good for mucus. So I have been taking it like, all right, I'm doing good. I don't really need my allergy medicine at the moment because I'm doing all right.
Hmm.
I don't know what.
What was you thinking? What were you thinking?
No, Ron. I don't know. Trying to be al natural. But
Yeah.
oh man, speaking of al natural, I mean, I like this. I came on really just to brag about.
Uh oh.
Feel like that, like you said, a lot of times, people don't they talk about it, but they don't be about it. And a lot of things that a lot of or in the past events, I've always, brought on as you said, the experts to ask your questions, the resources to, get you connected, maybe a healthy vendor to help you on that journey or so forth. And this time is no different. But like I said, I am proud of the fact that I do have. I was trying to get a cardiologist on the panel, man. Ugh, maybe next year, but definitely, like you said, just very proud of just the well versed experts that are there. Like you said, with my general health panel, still, of course, we got to have our dentist because I believe that's just one of my beliefs that
Yes.
dental, keeping up with your dental hygiene is just very important. So just to get, those type of questions answered, nurse practitioners and so forth. Um, of course, our fitness and nutrition panel, got that stacked, different. I did bring on this time something that I like. Or that I felt the need to add, and that was she's actually a PE teacher right now.
Hmm.
So, and it's just because I feel like in the age of technology, and where you got AI doing so much, you know what I mean? Like, are our children like still? Do we promote physical engagement at all in the schools? So I wanted to kind of talk about that and so forth. So definitely am excited about that. And of course, our mental health panel slamming, man, stacked.
Mm.
Like, I had to turn people away on that one. I was like, man, I'm full, I'm full, I'm full. Same with my fitness and nutrition. I was like, hey, full, I'm full. I still would like one or two nurses or something for my
Yeah.
general health, just being honest. But nonetheless, who's there is knowledgeable, will get you through. What I'm really excited about this year, because it's always something that you do better, right?
Right.
Remember, before we was like, hey, can you hear me? And then you came on and joined us, and now we can hear everybody, right?
Yes.
So that was an improvement. Um, but this year, my financial literacy panel, I feel like, is the joint. Like, I feel
Yes.
like, because this economy right now is a little shaky. If it's not shaky for you, that's what's up.
Yeah.
However, I'm in the shaky crew. Okay? So I have questions as things that, and I'm fortunate enough to have access to people to just ask, because again, I'm not a Googler. I don't like, those type of things like that.
Yeah.
So I'm fortunate enough to have the resources to be able to connect to. So, I'm like, that's what people really need. So this the financial literacy panel, I I have, of course, the taxes and but I have and LJ. I don't know if you know LJ, but she's phenomenal. Real estate, like everything, right? Phenomenal, phenomenal. Very, very knowledgeable person. Great person to have on the panel. I have credit repair on the panel, right? Come on. Like, people have questions about this stuff, Insurance. Which insurance is it? You know what I'm saying? Because that's very important.
Yeah.
That's something that we need to make sure that we have. That's how wealth was, what a part of how it's built. Land and insurance.
Mm.
Facts.
Yes.
Facts. So, yeah, I'm very excited about it. And now, Ron, I don't usually, I promote other people.
Right.
I give them their time to shine. However, I got to step into the ring this time, and I'm going to do the healthy meal demo and prep this year. So I have my menu already planned. Fire, fire, all healthy options. I'm going to show you how you can use the same item with multiple things, help you with some tip ideas. And then if you want the recipe, you can also request the recipe and get the recipe as well. So you'll have a chance to
Oh,
taste it, as
okay.
well as know why you're doing the things to help cut fat or carbs or whatever. So very excited about that as well. Just
Okay.
saying,
Well,
you know.
I got something for you. I'm gonna say
Mm,
something because health. It isn't just physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. What do you
mm.
say to the person listening right now who's been struggling to stay consistent?
I would say take it and and chunks. We want to take the elephant, at a big hole. Start with something small. Maybe it's something as small as, what? All right, every morning, instead of hitting the snooze button, I'm just going to get up. I'm not going to get out of bed, but I'm gonna sit up. I'm gonna sit up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna sit up. Start there. Be consistent with just waking up, right?
Yeah.
Be consistent with that. God willing, you get to do that, right? So be consistent with that. Then take it a step further. We want to we want to jump out there, and we want to achieve perfection, right? Hey, I said that I was going to start this new weight loss regimen, and I jumped in there and I did it, and I lost 25 pounds and so forth, so forth. That may be you. It's not a lot of people. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes a minute to stick. And that's another reason why I am doing the meal prep segment, because I just feel like we're so hard on ourselves. We're like, gotta be this way or no way. Well, who said so? Who said
Yeah.
so? We look at everything as a the norm, right? It's the norm. That's what you're supposed to do. That's how it's supposed to go. Well, who said so? you
That.
know, who said so? I mean,
Yeah.
maybe like you said, for somebody, they figured that the healthiest diet is a vegan diet. All right, I'm not saying it's not. But what I am going to say is it's not for me. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And just knowing what's for you. You can try out numerous ways to do the same thing. You know what I mean? So I say,
Yeah.
like you said, for someone who is struggling with consistency, again, I would say start small. Start with something so
Hmm.
simple, but that you're not doing, right? Or
Right.
something that you only do every once in a while, but a small thing. Start there, and
Yeah.
that builds it. I've been doing the Veggie Mondays.
Right.
Gosh, man, let me tell you, Ron. Oh, yo, this past Monday was a struggle.
Why?
My God.
Not you.
Yeah, why would it not be for me? I am a person just like
Yeah.
everybody else, you know. And now I will say this, Ron. Honestly, I didn't realize that. I guess I do. I don't think about it as I just don't think about it. But I am pretty disciplined with quite a few things. Definitely
Yeah.
when it comes to my eating, I really am. And I didn't realize I was until I just, I, I, I just said, I'm gonna do this. And then my friend, he said, "You just doing this just because you decided you want to do this. Who does that?" And I was like, "Well, I guess anybody or whoever." But then I realized, no, I guess everybody don't because
Yeah.
it was no reason. Well, it was a reason. The reason for me was I felt like my vegetable intake was declining. So I wanted to make sure that I was being conscious of of the amount of vegetables that I eat, right?
Hmm.
So that's why I did it for me, for
There
me,
you go. You said the key
and
word. You do it for yourself, not for nobody else.
that's where you need to start. Like I said, what is it that you would like to do for yourself that's going to make you better? Because if you're working on yourself, this is the biggest project that you have, because
Hmm.
it's the only thing that you can control. You know what I mean? So if you're sitting here saying, I am tired of my thighs rubbing together, but you still sitting, then
I don't mean to laugh, but when you complain about what's going on with your body, there's only one person can fix it.
problem in chair,
Yep.
you know? So I really, like you said, that is one of the things that I really want people to get out of just the wellness fair, anything that Want to Go Fit offers. Like honestly, take it for face value at what works for you.
Yeah.
Don't think that just because you know it's the first of the year, you're supposed to jump into action. I don't believe in it. I really don't. I honestly don't. I think that when you wait for a date to do something, you have already said you failed. That's my honest opinion, and it's my opinion,
Hmm.
but I do. I think when you say starting on Friday, I'm gonna do Pilates. All right,
Yeah.
Well then it's Monday. You have all of these days in between all these days. Now,
Yeah.
maybe it's something where it's a schedule thing. And you said, well, none of these classes fit into my schedule.
Hmm.
So I can only go on Friday. But let me tell you something, sir. This thing that we're on right now is called the internet. And on the internet, you can Google Pilates and a lot of videos can show up.
Hmm.
So, do you want are you doing it just to be social? If you're doing it just to be social, then fine. But if you're doing that as a means to start your fitness regimen, then just start.
Yes. Don't
Just
say
start.
don't say Monday. I'm gonna start on Friday. Why not start on Monday?
Why not start on Monday?
Yeah. You
And
know.
I said Friday for a reason. Because
Oh. Here we go. I'm ready for
people think that you can't. Oh, it's Friday. I can't start. I can't start eating right on Friday.
it.
Why? Do your mouth not work on Friday? Does your digestive system not process on Friday? Does your mental capacity not
Yes.
allow you to make good choices on Friday?
Mm.
Just say.
Yeah. You know,
I'm just saying.
I want to share something with you because
Mhm.
everybody out there know I'm a type 2 diabetic and I'm watching
Mhm.
what I'm doing.
That's right.
So I go see the doctor about a month ago and they did my blood work and everything. Everything came back crystal clear. The blood pressure was just a tad bit higher than what she wanted. And she explained to me, I won't see you in a month and I won't see that blood pressure down. I said, it will be.
I
And
know that's right.
she said, your A1C. I'm kind of sort of disappointed in your A1C. I said, you? I said, I'm ecstatic on my A1C. It was a 7.5. And she
Mm-hmm.
said, well, you point 0.5 over. I said, wait a minute. Look at my records and see where I was last year this time.
Mm-hmm.
She looked. It was 12. I
Mm-hmm.
said, see what I did in a year? I brought it down to
Yeah.
7.5. So you can fuss me all you want. And I said, what is the benchmark for my age for A1C? And she said, well, the benchmark is 7.5 and 8. I just looked at her. I did like this. She said, okay, you won this argument. I got to remember, but you got to remember, I'm the doctor and you the patient. Then I turned around and told her, you got to remember, I'm one of these patients that look out for numbers. I look out for things. I know where I was at because I got an A1C test at the house and I took it before I went and I knew it was going to be good. And then I got the results and she just looked at me. She said, you are a difficult patient. And I said, you are a difficult doctor. And so we're going back and forth, back and forth. But this lady, she's not like the regular doctors come and talk to her 5 minutes and then leave. She was back with me talking about my strategy for the next time I come in for about 20, 30 minutes. We was back there talking.
Good.
And I like this doctor because
Good.
she holds me accountable and I hold her accountable too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's just people, they gotta know what their body, what they can do. I cut
You
out
have to advocate for
yeah,
yourself.
I cut
You
out
know.
a lot of foods that I like. A lot of foods that I love. I cut it out and everything and I'm seeing the results.
And I definitely I applaud you for doing so. I just I unless these are things that you're never going to eat again, and that's how I feel about it. It's a matter of all right. Well, maybe I don't have like the girl I like that her that sandwich thing, the Chicago bite girl. I like it, but I haven't had it since maybe I had it again, maybe that one time when we had it. But
Yeah.
and that's been it. I don't eat that stuff on a regular basis. I honestly don't. So, that's why, like, especially like food spots, it is hard for me to patronize a lot of times because I don't eat out a lot. And I don't, you know what I mean? I don't usually eat those things on a regular basis, you know? And so for me, it's not a matter of cutting it out. It's just really practice and discipline when I have it,
Yes.
you know? And if I feel like, honestly, if everybody could get to that point, because especially, I mean, as, as an adult, adulting is not fun. It's not, it's not, it's not fun. And if having some chips and dip makes your day, then dang it, all right, have the chips and dips.
Yeah.
Are you having chips and dips every day? That's a problem. Are you
Mhm.
having it every week? That's a problem. Are you having it once a month? Man, you got it under control. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you mean.
That's all I think that, we cut out so many things that we like and we love because we want to make sure that those numbers are right and everything. And the numbers still can be right when you do it right.
Yeah. Oh, the most important question I asked the doctor is so funny because she gave me this look like, man, this brother been doing his homework. I sat down and asked her, I said, when benchmarks are made with numbers, are they making it with black people or white people? Because we're different. Our numbers, we may tolerate more than what whites may tolerate.
Hmm.
And she said, that is a good question. I said, because some of the benchmarks out there are made for somebody who's the average size, the average weight, and all that's their benchmark. Have they went out and seen people that's a little overweight, maybe a
Hmm.
little underweight, doing a benchmark
Hmm.
with them and see
Hmm.
why are they healthy and stuff? I said, because we're going by a benchmark that they set for everybody.
Yeah.
And everybody's not everybody.
No.
We're all different. And she
We're
just looked
all
at me and said, you know what, you gave me some homework to do. I said, when I come back, I expect that homework to be done.
different.
But
But
though,
that's good.
yeah,
That,
there's
like
some
you
things
said, yeah.
because you got to look at that because where did they get this benchmark from?
As I said, who said that is the norm? A lot of times, it is a because it just has to be an experiment. It just has to be tested, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who's to say that things of that nature are tested on all nationalities, on different race, sexes, on different heredity, backgrounds and so forth, as far as, your pre-existing diseases and so forth.
Yeah.
There's so many things, and just in general, like I said, now I feel like, I feel like the only thing that people even talk about now is got daggone weight loss drugs.
Yeah. Oh
I'm
man.
so, you know how I feel. I'm not going to get on my soapbox here,
Yeah, I know.
but that is also, like I said, if you have any questions, like, do please, like I said, come and bring those questions to the wellness fair so that way you can answer them, because I do have someone on the fitness and nutrition panel that is a PA, a physician's assistant, and that was one of the areas that he worked in for years was with weight loss, and I honestly think that sometimes uh, you get a a physician that will just kind of pass you through the conveyor belt,
Mm-hmm.
because that is, just time wise, that works for them because they could see more people, right? Make more money. or just prescribe you the regular things of whatever whoever is taking, because like you said, they may be getting a little cash for that too. So
Yeah.
I just feel like that's why I think educating yourself, having the opportunity to ask your questions, the more you know what I mean, the more
Mm-hmm.
I've learned a lot over these last past 3 years that I've been doing these events,
Yeah.
about a lot of different things. So for me, it's like when I do speak, it's just like I'm low key a gearhead, right? I pretty much grew up, around motorcycles and cars. That's my jam. So when I go to the mechanic or so forth, when they try and run me some fluff, I'd be like, no, no, no. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me see that. Make sure that is bad. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Run me my part. But that's because I have a knowledge base. You know what I mean? So we need to make sure that we have a knowledge base of what healthy looks like for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Of the things that can help you either be healthier or maintain that level of healthy that you have. And then just knowing that, again, like you said, it's not just exercise.
Yeah.
It's not just, eating right. But even then, you got to think about, just the correlation of those, because when you're in a bad mood, you don't tend to make good food choices,
True. That's so
right?
true. You know, what leads up to this question right here, you answered what I'm getting ready to say, parts of this, because
Mm-hmm.
because we're not pushing perfection, we're
Mm-hmm.
pushing progress. What
Mm-hmm.
can people expect when they show up with the vendors, workout, health checks, motivation? What's the experience?
Well, again, the experience is to collect tools for your toolbox. To maybe be exposed to something that you didn't know, uh at like the fitness demos. So like we have, Joni doing step and Chaz with line dance. We also have meditation with sound, from House of Yodi. She'll be there. So maybe you've never tried those things. I'm real again. When I say that I'm still trying, I have a couple of people and different types of things that I'm still hoping to get. I'm still scratching to see, because I want you to have like some of those things that you saw and you're like, well, what is that? That's what that's what you should hopefully, I hope that you get from coming to one of these events. I hope that you heard something, like you said, if not several things to put in your toolbox for, the to help you in the future when you go home or whatever. Maybe it's coming and experiencing a green juice or something for the first
Yes.
time, and you're like, man, oh, it's not as bad as I thought.
Uh huh.
Whatever that is. Maybe it's again, you're trying to figure out how to make healthier choices, but you're not sure where to start. So you have, like I said, you'll have, okay, well, I can taste it. I'm finding out about it. And again, you can get the recipe.
Mm
So again, tools for your toolbox. Hey, you can also, because I have said it before, I am I am a gardener. Like you said, I don't feel like I did that great this year. Just gardening is also energy. Remember, you're planting
hmm.
things, and
Right.
it was a not this year, but last year. So it was. I feel like a lot of that energy was into my plants. However, I believe grow it. You'll know where it comes from.
Amen to
So
that.
I even have somebody come in there selling starter pepper plants, tomato plants, and stuff like that.
Mm hmm.
Want to do it?
That
Yep,
point.
I am.
That point. Because
Yeah.
I got uh my plans already. I got by the wood. which I'm gonna do in a couple of weeks, and I'm making myself some boxes so I can plant all my veggies in it. I'm doing that this year. I told my wife that's what I'm going to do, and I'm gonna be. I can't just wait to taste that fresh food. Oh, you know what I found the other day? I found a whole bunch of asparagus. Remember I told you it's hard to find?
Yeah.
Man, I went to a restaurant. Matter of fact, my wife take me to a restaurant tonight for my birthday, and she said, check the menu out. I said, we could go here. Why is that? They have grilled asparagus. She said, what's it with you with this grilled asparagus? I said, it's a different taste. I love it when it's grilled.
It is. It is. It is. Like I said, I hadn't had no issue with it. It may have been maybe once or so, but I hadn't had an issue with asparagus. But I'm glad that you found them, though.
Yeah.
I am glad, glad that you found them. I definitely, like I said, I have I have some that they take a while to grow, and well, they grow fast, but it takes a while before you can eat them. So like next year I definitely should be able to. And because the other day I was like, I want a salad, didn't want to go to the store, so I went out back and picked some spinach and some lettuce, you know what I mean, and
there you go,
tomato, and bang, so I definitely I want people to come this year knowing that I am really working on checking the boxes, right? Part of healthy living, like I said, I do believe that growing your own food is therapeutic.
Yes.
So, of course, we have our mental health panel. I have a couple new faces, so I'm excited about that. Again, when you leave from this particular event, I really hope that you have something in each category.
Yeah.
Right? Something in each category. And again, if anything, you can also just leave with tangible things that add to it. Like I said, a green juice, a healthy meal, oil, herbs, something.
Yeah.
Right? Something.
So I want to explain to the people why you went an extra hour, because they don't realize you did. Because from 10 to 2. You extend.
It was a type. Well, no, wasn't. It was supposed to be 10 to 3. It was a typo, I believe.
Oh, is that what? Well, anyway, before she slapped me. But if you have never been to her show before, this event before, these people that ask questions are not just typical questions. They ask questions from the heart. They give a testimony. They do all that. And then what I like about the panelists, I don't want to use the word stump, but when they don't have the answer, somebody's in the audience looking up that answer. And they come back and they get on the mic and they share the answer. Now, that's what I like about that, because the panelists are experts up there. But let me tell you how good the panelists are. They do not get butthurt if they don't know the answer. If somebody in there find the audience and they give the answer, then I watch after the event is over with how that panelist went up to that person in the audience that found the answer, and they're dialoguing, they're talking, and so when it's over with, there's a bunch of networking going on. People, you just don't know. You are missing out. So please show up. I gave you a shameless plug, but I had to say that.
Well, I appreciate that, Ron, because you're right. It is. It's a. I know other, people say, "Oh, health fair," and you think of going around collecting your free stuff, right? That's not what this is. Like, this is for real education. That is why I wanted to begin this series in the first place, because I'm one of them people. I go along, get my free notepads and pens and hand sanitizer and and I'm out the door. I didn't get anything out of it but this tangible free crap. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's not what I'm here to do. And I love free 99. I
Yes.
love free 99. But you know what's the best thing that you could get for free is knowledge.
There you go. Knowledge
Best
is
thing you can
power.
get for free.
Yes.
And you have these these panels of experts that are given their most valuable thing. And what is the most valuable thing we all have, Ron? Time.
Yes.
So you have these panels of experts that are giving you their time to answer your questions, and to make sure. And you know what I do like. You're right. At when the question is if the when the question is answered, you know, is did that answer your question? Because if that I feel like when if they feel like the question wasn't answered, they do connect with that person
Yeah.
afterwards and so forth to, help or whatever on more of a personable basis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I definitely I'm hoping that um everybody that comes through the door comes and just gets the pearls of wisdom that I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking for you to have, and
Amen
that
to
can
that.
help you get through this year, you know, the in the most successful way possible. That's why it's in the beginning of the year,
Yeah.
Again, general health, come on. Like I said, one of my clients, she wasn't feeling good. She went, they did, and turns out she has a heart condition. She didn't know. She was going for a pain in her side or something.
Wow.
Right. So, I mean, just by knowing, certain things, if you have questions, sometimes you may just be like, I've noticed that such and such, is this something I should be concerned about? The fitness and nutrition panel, like I said, with that, sometimes you don't know where to start. Again, I'm not a nutritionist, I do nutritional coaching, but you have actual nutritionists that can tell you, hey, this is what you should do. This is
Right.
so forth or whatever, different, I was trying to get my physical therapist. Wasn't able to get that one. I'm sorry. I'm speaking prematurely because I still have a time. But
It's not the 31st yet. It's not the 30th,
it
Doc.
sure isn't. I had to correct myself. I know. So, but even with that, and like I said, and with the mental health panel and the financial literacy panel, I mean, you pretty much, I mean, right now, honestly, you have about 24 experts that are going to parade in front of you in
Yes.
different panels and so forth. So I'm thankful that people want the knowledge. And as long as you want it, I'm gonna give it to you, baby.
I know you will. I know you will, Coach. Now, let me see. Before we let you go, I want you to give the people a clear call to action. What do they need? What do they need to be? What time? And what they should they bring?
Well, what you need to do is go to wannagofit.com, scroll down, and you will see the event there. Register. And so you can have a snack with your name on it. Because I mean it. I'm telling you, I am telling you. The menu, we gonna have a menu. And it's going to be for the amount of people that registered.
There
Plus
you
my
go.
people, but you know,
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah, yeah.
But
I
anyway,
know.
that's the first thing. First thing, sign up. Second, it is January the 31st from 10 to 3 p.m. at the Purpose Place. And thank God for miracles, y'all. I finally have the right address. Been using this place for 3 years. However, it is 329 East Ramsey Street in San Antonio. So it is the Purpose Place now, formerly the Moed Center. So it is the Purpose Place now. You'll see the cars in the back, free parking. So come on, come on out. When you come, sign in, get your goodie bag, get your knowledge, and bring a positive, open mind.
Yes, that part right there. And do not be afraid to ask any questions because I was
That's right.
told no question is a stupid question. If you don't know it, ask it. But if somebody around you starts starting snickering, remember, they went through that before themselves asking questions.
That's right. That's right.
You
And
know,
for my people who are not in the San Antonio area and you're not able to make it, of course, we would love to have you in person. But if you have a question, send it to info at wanna go fit and I'll make sure that it is answered for you. Cause I definitely like I said, the point of these events is I look at what the people are asking, what they're talking about, or so forth. So
yeah.
if you have a question and it is something that you want answered, you can email it, you can text it, or online. What do you call that? Facebook or something,
Yes.
whatever it is. Like you said. But if you have a question and you want it answered, do get it in before the event, and I will make sure that it is one of the questions in the lineup.
Yes. Y'all definitely do that because it's going to be a great show. I'm honored that we ran across each other years ago. We got one
Yeah.
person to blame for our meeting, and that was
Yep.
Tammy.
Yep.
I
Yep.
remember Tammy came to me and said, Ron, you gotta get this young lady on. She's a great fit.
Mm-hmm.
And we've
Mm-hmm.
been inseparable since.
Yeah. 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 We gotta plan our karaoke. We gotta get that on the calendar because
Okay.
I definitely this year I need to make sure that I schedule in some vacation time because I didn't get that last year. So
You know what? I already did. I scheduled. I didn't. So my wife finally for the second time retired for good,
yeah,
and she got this book. She got things planned on where we going. So I had to go on my calendar, make sure I blocked them days off. For the last thing I want to do, oh baby, I got it. And she know you don't. So she's planning. And when I tell you what, when we went out of town for New Year's Eve,
mm,
we stayed gone all the way. I didn't get back to work until that Monday. I felt so refreshed and so renewed. And I said, wow, do I got to cut on the mic on Monday morning? Because I felt good. I said, okay, I
mm-hmm.
went on and did it. But you know what? You're right. And Coach
Yeah,
K, take you some vacation time this summer.
I am. I am. I'm definitely going to make sure that I get a few getaways or something, because
Yeah.
traveling, it's a difference between traveling and vacation. Like, I'm sure I travel. You know what I mean? Like I travel, but that's not vacation, and that is part of my mental health.
Yeah.
I recognize that I'm kind of, I don't know, just like kind of floundering. I haven't seen anything new. I haven't been
Okay.
anywhere new. I'm a type of person. I like new experiences, new things, and
Yeah.
I haven't been anywhere new, and I'm needing that for my mental health. It is important, so I'm gonna make sure that I put some things on the calendar so I can go and explore some new things.
Okay. Well, we'll be back in 2 weeks. It'll be right after your event.
Mhm.
So we
Mhm.
could brag about what went
That's
on.
right. That's
So we
right.
could do all that. Well, Coach
That's
K, we
right.
appreciate you and your time. And I'll see you on the 31st.
On the 31st. Well, you enjoy your birthday, man. Turn up,
Yeah, so
do all the good stuff.
somebody told me
Today, calories don't count today. Today, it's okay to have a little something in your cup, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna
Just
tell.
saying.
My coach told me I can do whatever I want to do today. That's what I'm gonna tell the waiter. Give me this, give me this, give me this. Then I gotta look at the boss. I said, can I have that?
Well, as long as those two agree, you are all right with me.
Yeah.
Do
Yes.
it. Do
Okay.
it. Do it. You
Yeah.
enjoy. Look, start this trip around the sun on a great note. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I
Here's
hear
to
you.
many more, man. Big it's Ron G birthday, y'all. What?
Now I'm gonna get that Ron G one time. I'm gonna use that in one of my jingles on this show because she's the only one that says that. Nobody else. I could be in the room with 1,000 people. If I hear Ron G, I know who it is.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You know, somebody told me that she said your personality come through the door before anybody even see you, and I'm like, facts. You know, and I understand that when I'm not at that level, I just stay in the house.
And I am a witness to that. She came in this place one time. When she walked in the door, she just said hi. Just that right there lit up the room. Oh, Coach K in the house. We get started now. The boss have arrived. Without a microphone. She don't need a microphone.
No, I don't.
But sometimes when she come in, I just give her a mic and here you go. This one's yours.
Yeah. I got it. Like you said, I have kind of been inside a little bit. You know, haven't been out as much.
Yeah.
I haven't been out. When I'm working, it's like that's when everything is going on. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's
I
like,
hear
okay,
you.
well, can't go to that. You know, it's like, what do you want to do? Go have fun or eat? I'm gonna choose eat.
Yeah.
So,
I can have fun anytime.
you know what I'm saying? But I am due to get on the mic. I'm just saying, I'm feeling it.
Man,
I'm
I think
I gotta get in there.
I'm gonna put your name on one of the mics. That's her mic. That's Coach K mic. I'm gonna put on Coach K.
Bling it out, man. I need some blings. Something.
Look at this. Now she wants to decorate it.
Come on.
Look at her. I'm gonna find something for you. Hopefully by the 31st, I'll find something for you.
All right. Yeah, because I'm looking at the weather and I'm like, oh man.
Oh, this Saturday, this weekend.
Yeah. Well, right.
I got me some turkey chili going on Friday.
Is it supposed to snow or anything? Do you know?
They don't know yet. They say it's too close to tell right now, but they'll let us know by Friday. Okay, then Saturday's the next day. That's why we did grocery shopping yesterday. Before everybody get out on Friday and run. We did it yesterday. It was so peaceful in HEB. Wasn't a shameless plug for HEB. But it was nobody. I mean, we were in and out in 45 minutes. And my wife said that was quick. I said, it'd been quicker. You stayed at home. Why is that? Because when I go to the store, I know what I need. You want to go down every aisle. Knowing we don't have any pets, why are we going down the dog food aisle?
That's hilarious. Hey, Ron. It's for when you in the doghouse, man.
No, I'm not eating no dog food. See. That's why my wife likes you. Cause some of y'all be talking to me and she be saying, I love the way they get on you. I said, what you mean? But they don't back down from you. I said, I don't want them to back down from me. Cause she think the ones that I mess with, they mess with me right back. She said, oh yeah, she ain't taking no stuff from you. I said, I ain't taking no stuff from her either. It goes both ways.
Well, you keep it up. I'm gonna keep giving it to you.
I know it.
For the next year.
This whole year.
This whole year.
Yeah.
Starting today.
Yes. All right, young lady. You take care.